There's my new office. First time I've been able to get cushions on deck. The sun's out. Everything's good. Oh my goodness. Some tunes on. Making a third cup of coffee just because I can. Oh, that light there is where I'm going to be all day. Reading and sleeping. Oh, here's my coffee. Well, welcome to day 5 video blog from the Pacific. As you would see, it's so much calmer today. Oh my goodness. It's the first time I've really been able to sit out here and certainly have technology outside of the cabin. And this is pretty much forecast for at least the next week to be like this. So I really should be able to start to get some rest. The wrist waist, just not huge. Yeah, I'm so tired though. I properly feel drunk with tiredness. Just brain's not functioning, my balance isn't great. So I definitely need to get some sleep this morning. Alright, let's get this spinning up.
I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying like a bird across the sky. I am flying, passing high clouds to be near you, to be free.
No worries in a day, you can totally see them. Probably got a good 20 minutes warning on this. See the clouds building up top. Clearly a lot of rain inside the system. Rain pushes out a lot of breeze. And so you can see them coming up. You know, they don't last long, maybe 30 minutes, an hour. However, if one hits it in the middle of the night, it's a totally different story. Last night during, I was watching a movie about 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I didn't notice the wind had picked up. It's now at 17 knots, pretty similar last night, and I had the A sail up, main was full, no reefs. Forecast was 10 to 12, so I thought, you know, run the gauntlet, it'll be fine, get some miles under my belt. But that 17 knots went to 25 knots in the space of about a minute, which is pretty full on, particularly when you've got a kite up. The boat just cannot handle that amount of pressure with that much sail up. So we broached just as I was on my way up to the bow. I mean, the boat went right over it, probably 45 plus degrees, which is a, you know, interesting experience. Somehow managed to get the kite down. Wind started to pick up even more, gusting up to 30, and then got the main reefed. But yeah, you know, it was pretty full on. Got quite a few rope burns on my fingers. I didn't have my gloves on because it happened so quickly. But I then just, you know, to be honest, I left the reefs in about, I don't know, midnight, maybe closer to 1. Went to bed and so tired. I left the reefs in there. I think we did maybe averaged a couple of knots last night, but so exhausted from dealing with that squall. So I'm not going to make that same mistake twice. I'm going to make sure I don't have a spinnaker up at night. That's just stupid. And I've got at least one reef in the main, which gives you plenty of leeway. I reckon. Well, let's see how it goes. Wind is like 120 degrees on the wind. Yeah, I'm going to see how it goes. But you know, dealing with one of these today is much easier. So I've just been dealing with this big squall that came in, and I look to the right. Check it out. You see that? It's the sun. Look at the little dot. Look at that. Never seen that before. Amazing. Right, nice and windy here. Boats are doing pretty well though. Single reef in the sail. Been on for about 9 knots. Not too bad. Here's the view from this morning's office. Beautiful, look at that ocean out there. Nice and blue. Waves, see the white caps? 12, 15 knots. Getting some emails done, writing my blog. Life is pretty good. So this is the video blog for day 7. Can't believe it's nearly a week into this trip. It's really been a trip of 2 halves, or 2 chapters. Long way to go. Yeah, it's the South China Sea and then the Pacific. You know, it's amazing. They're connected, right? It's ultimately one body of water. The world is just all connected by water. It's not like land is delineating between South China Sea and the Pacific. At least not directly. I guess indirectly it is through, you know, influencing weather patterns and all that sort of stuff. But you know, it's just they could almost be on a different planet. As you can probably see, it's blue skies, beautiful day. Winds have been really kind to me in the Pacific. Well, squalls haven't, but the general wind has been pretty good. 12 to 15s. It's meant that I've been able to get some really good mileage, which is great. I have been hit by squalls every day though, but you know, I kind of taken them in my stride. It's just, it is what it is. You see them coming, and black clouds on the horizon. You reef the sails, head downwind. It's actually not a big deal. But you know, it's taken me a few days to really be able to sort of, I guess, just appreciate the limits and acknowledge that the boat's probably a lot stronger than I first thought. I think those breakages on day 1 really threw my confidence, and then sort of going from that day into the sort of crescendo of the storm day. It's taken me up until now to really start getting confident in the rigging, in the sails, in just the overall kind of mechanics, I guess, of what's pushing me through the water. You know, you're really dependent on the systems and the technology out here, and they make a difference between, they make an entire difference between this being a magical, memorable, beautiful experience to being something quite different. So, you know, just keeping a close eye on everything, you know, daily inspections, you know, making sure everything's okay. Just say I'm pretty happy to be here. I was a little bit scared on that second day, to be honest. But you know what, I haven't felt lonely at all. I feel like my days are full, in a good way. You know, I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs at all. Really enjoying writing, really enjoying just being, just slowing down and just not constantly feel like I'm having to chase and be chased. It's such a gift to be able to slow down and let the brain just settle. Just settle. It's just what I needed. What everybody needs, I think. Information age we live in is so powerful and has brought so many great things, but it's put the pressures on our little bodies and little hearts and little minds and nervous systems, and it's just a bit too much. Once upon a time we could just walk off into the forest for a day and that'd be enough to recenter ourselves. We don't have that. Certainly not for those who live in modern cities and live a life that's always connected, and so this is being such a gift, and you know, I'm just so glad I'm out here. And I feel alive. I feel happy. I feel strong. I feel like a good version of me. Who knows how long that's going to last? Am I going to feel like that at day 30, day 40?
You are an illuminating anchor of leagues too infinite number, crashing waves, breaking thunder, tiding the ebb and flows of hunger. You're dancing naked there for me. You expose all memory. You make the most of boundary. You're the ghost of royalty, imposing love. You are the queen and king, combining everything, intertwining like a ring around the finger of a girl. I'm just a singer. You're the world. All I can bring you is the language of a lover. Luna, my beautiful, beautiful moon, how you swoon me like no other.
My morning workspace, seriously the world's best ocean. Ocean office. So fine. Alright, so today, washing day. Gotta be careful not to fall in the water. I'm learning that there is a real rhythm of life at sea. That it just all kind of blends and molds and merges. It's not so structured like a life on land is, where you wake up, you do this, you do that, everything you're just on the boat the whole time. And so it's not like you're going from home to work to out to dinner. Everything is here, and so other than sleep patterns, there's not a huge amount to structure the day around. And so it's kind of nice. Everything just merges. It's hard to remember Did that happen yesterday? Did it happen 2 days ago? What day is it today? What date is it today? All I really know is that it's day 8, and that's enough.